ever try me, you know you will get dealt. I know that I'm the best, that's why I'm feeling myself. Competition, I be giving up hell. I'm focused. Yeah, close the coffin and just put in a nail. And if you're up against me, then you're gonna need help. You can run and hide, but who you gonna tell? I'm focused. Yeah.
What's happening, YouTube family? AI the Mud Mechanic coming back to you live with another head-to-head video. And we're starting a new season. Last season ended a little rough for us, and we're back at the M&T Bank Stadium. And as always, I get the ball first, and I still had CJ2K in this one. So, you know, I start off trying to run the ball a little bit, trying to see how good he is against the run. And we couldn't pick up anybody on that particular block. I only picked up 2 yards, so I'll come back again trying to really stress the run, and we picked up some yards with CJ2K. Then look at CJ, he fumbles the damn ball again. CJ, you bum. And we give the ball to him on our own 26-yard line. And he had Michael Vick in the background. Look at him, he's running with Marshawn Lynch. All my people get blocked on that play. He had Michael Vick, Marshawn Lynch in the background. I think he had a speed guy also in his backfield. And oh, nice little dot to, I guess that was Antonio Brown, right over the head of Luke Kuechly. I guess he wasn't paying attention. So we get the ball back. So I try to hit him with a little play action. I see some, oh, then my man Cam Newton fumbles the ball. He missed the block, and luckily he gets tripped up. So this is looking like last game, right? Like, we can't get a break for anything. So I'm trying to hold him. Then he gets the ball, runs and gets stuck. We stopped him. So then he comes again with the hurry up offense, and I'm like, man, we can't let this dude score. We can't go down 14-0 in the first quarter. And right here we get stuck a little bit, and he runs it in with Vic, but I put my defensive line to spy on the running back, and that didn't happen. So I tried to hit again with another play action. Tried to hit Davis, we dropped the ball. So now I'm like, okay, we're not really moving the ball like I want to. So I tried to hit with another play action. X is wide open, but guess what? I didn't lob it over the top, and he user picks it with Jamie Collins, and Jamie Collins is a really great linebacker in this game. So I've created 3 turnovers within the first quarter. It's very hard to come back, and then he comes back with a triple option. I have problems with the triple option because I haven't played against that many people that use it effectively. So I wasn't good at, and he scores again, I wasn't good at setting my defense up to stop that. So I was kind of at a loss. So now we're 21 down in the first quarter, which isn't a bad thing, because that means we have the whole game to come back if we make the right reads. So he tries to blitz me a little bit, and I see my guy Sterling Sharp on the out route off the play action. So I get it to my man Sterling Sharp, and we get the first down. So right here, I'm gonna try to hit him with another play action since it's kind of being effective. And we got circle streaking real quick, and then we got Calvin Johnson with the first down. So I'm like, okay, this guy's user capabilities isn't that good. So we're gonna try to mix it up and run and pass it. And right here we get the block. Oh man, and then we almost had we would have been going for 6 if Demarius Thomas would just held his seal block for us a little bit. So I'm like, okay, this guy isn't really paying attention. I mix it up quite well against him. So I hit him with the screen, and we got the cavalry out with the chop. Then boom, look at my man, the Castro with the block, and we're in for 6, baby. So it's 21-7, and we're still in the second quarter. And I'm like, man, I can lock this guy up on defense if I can only stop this option. And then he hits a nice little pitch, and then Marshawn Lynch was hard to bring down. Like I said, man, I haven't played against the triple option too much in this game, so I wasn't familiar with how to stop it. Now I'm kind of better at stopping it. So we just try to contain him a little bit, and everybody gets blocked, and he's running the ball at will on me at this particular time. I'm like, we cannot give up any more points. So I was like, okay, so I got to really focus and figure out what's going on with this. So I decided to just blitz some guys so they can plug up those gaps. So he'll think twice about running that again. Then right here, he breaks free again on the 3rd and 12. So I'm like, okay, let's limit to a field goal. But my opponent decides I'm a scrub, so he's gonna try to go for it on 4th and 5 with the same play again. And we're not having that. I had Cam Chancellor come in with the blitz, and we stop him. And now we're on our own 28-yard line, and we need to drive down the field so we can get a touchdown so we can make this game even closer. And then right here, I'm running. I decided to run it with Cam. We run out of bounds, and he gets the flag, 15-yard penalty. That puts us even closer to take some points off the board. So now we're at a 3rd and 6, and I'm looking, and I see X wide open. I thought he was gonna get some separation, but he didn't. Thought Emmanuel Sanders would get some separation, but he didn't. So now we have the 4th and 5, and he kind of crowds the line. And I should hit square right there, but I wasn't paying attention to the defensive coverage, and that killed the drive right there. Not paying attention to kill drives, people. You have to pay attention to what your defense is doing. So right here, we started getting pressure on Mike Vick a lot, and he called a timeout. I guess he was trying to score the ball on us real quick, and I knew he wanted to go deep. I'm playing the down in position of the game where we're at right now. So I'm like, nah, you're not gonna get anything deep on me, buddy. And then Vick gets hawked down by Sue. Sue was really containing real well. So we get the ball back. He punted us the ball back, and then we only got 16 seconds left on the clock, and I don't think I can really do too much with 16 seconds. So then I should have just ran the ball. You got to be decisive when you're running outside the pocket. You got to be decisive in where you want to go with the ball. And that was it. We didn't really get anything going. And we kicked the ball back off to him at the halftime. So we're starting to stop the run a little bit. And he keeps wanting to go to the hurry up. So I'm like, okay, just keep the defense spread out and make sure that we're in position. Did I get stuck on Atwater, which I really didn't get stuck. But luckily, we get pressure on him. And now it's 3rd and 21. And he's back in that same little tight formation. I spread my line a little bit and try to pinch my ends. And Bennett didn't get there. He tried to get me with the shake, but my men are always there. So now he's like at a 4th and 21. So he decides to go ahead and, punt me the ball. And this guy was doing those little funky punts. I'm not sure how to stop that. I'll figure it out. But it's a great strategy, because a lot of times I had him down in on our own side of the field, and he started kicking it short. And it wasn't too much we could do about that. And the ball traveled an additional like 20 yards. So now we're at our own 27. We got to march all the way down the field again. And it's not really a cheap tactic. I think you should be able to do that if it gives you a competitive advantage. So maybe I need to hold that in my arsenal. So we're gonna do what we did last thing I was running for. We're gonna run the ball a little bit. CJ going to the outside a little bit. We're gonna make sure he goes to the outside so he doesn't fumble the damn ball again. And then we're just gonna keep it pushing like that. I think I was going to go with the strong power on this one, but then I decided to look at the formation. He's in a cover 3, and he didn't really man align his safety. So I see my guy wide open, and then finally somebody picks up the block, and Demaryius Thomas up on the sideline. We get out of bounds, and we got to get a score real quick. So I know he's user in the middle linebacker. So I was like, okay, we need to kind of distract him a little bit so we can let this route develop. So I sent Gronkowski on the streak, and I also kept I put what's his name, Chris Johnson out there on the flat, and the route was wide open because he manned up. I noticed he was manning up a lot, so we tried to keep him in the hurry up offense to kind of keep him in the same defensive formation. And right here, I don't know what happened. Stewart comes, he takes the hit. I had Stewart in the game primarily because he doesn't fumble the ball, and we took a big hit on that one. So now I'm going to run the ball in, and right here I thought the lane was wide open, but Gronkowski didn't seal the block, and his guy came off and tackled me. So I'm like, we got to hurry up. We got to score. It's almost at the 3-minute mark, and we got to score rather quickly. So I was like, okay, I could throw it or I could run it. I think I'm gonna run it based on his formation. Then if we almost had it. If my center would have blocked him out, we would have had this touchdown, and we would have forced him in a situation that he probably didn't really want to be in. So he's in the cover. I think he's in the, no, he's not in the quarter. He's in the dime. So like, okay, all we need to do is just run the ball, and we can get this in for 6. Just tell my O-line to block for me, and then boom, we hit him with the nice. So my opponent gets the ball back, and look what happens right here. What we don't want, Marshawn Lynch takes the ball all the way down the field and looks like he's about to score, but we stop him. That's what we didn't need. And if you look back on the video, I kind of strafed a little bit instead of flying to the ball to kind of force him inside, and that's what happened. So we kind of blitz a little bit and get him, and we have to use some of our timeouts, which is what I really didn't want to do. And he's forcing me to do, since he's trying to delay the game a little bit more and get a field goal, since he thinks he probably has the game won, which he might be right. But we stop him right here on the 3rd and goal, take the timeout. And now we only have about 22 seconds left on the clock, so we got to hit something that'll be a quick score. This is one of my favorite plays if I need a quick bunch of yards real quick. So we hit a play action, we roll out a little bit, then we throw it deep to Sterling Sharp, and then he drops the ball, and that's ball game, folks. We started the season off rough. We're gonna have to come back and get with it on the next game. I'm AI, the Mud Mechanic. Appreciate you guys for rolling with me on this video. And to the next game, we're going to keep it pushing, baby. Let's go.